Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's it going, everybody? Welcome and thank you for joining me. Wow, we got a lot of people here already. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Hope that whatever time it happens to be, wherever you are in the world, hope life is treating you well. I do know what I'm doing.
Yes! Yes!
I have been working on backlog.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Backlog reduction over the past, well, quite some time now. More and more focusing on it. Important stuff for the mental health. Important stuff for the productivity and the ability to do more work. Just important stuff in general. I have a lot of things that need to be taken down that have not been taken down as yet. And so I'm here today to work on that, to make progress, to do good things that I need to do, and to just hang out with y'all in that process. So this is this is more truly going to be a just chatting stream, because I'm not going to be building anything. I'm not really going to be making and crafting anything, you know. But let me say some hellos to Vosk, D Packrat, the squirrel.
You gotta be really quiet. Jake!
I thought it would be funny.
I mean, it was kind of funny, actually. Thank you, Art, for your cheer there. AWR, Austin, Jimpty, Volthar, Vector Matrix, Brooks Bricks, Sub to a Decent Person, Dicor, Lightning Lord, Cubic,
Wow.
Nautix 1, is it? GBJ, GJB even. Did I get Ancient Lightning? I went into Lurk. Speaking of lurking Gundam. Hello. Indulgent, welcome back. Fargonaut. Omar Luna, how's it going? Haven't seen you around very much. I've been very, very busy. Robles.
Hello there.
And I wish you would tell me if it's Robles or Robles. Draxcula.
All right, now, fellows. Now, what's cooler than being cool? I can hear you. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right. Okay.
Aw, I cut off the now. That's annoying. But thank you, Bruce Brooks, for the cheer. And thank you, Slugbiker, as well. Liz Donnelly, hello. About to take apart the Ghostbusters firehouse. Gotcha. That's a big one. Who else? Slugbiker's only lurking. Okay. Aaron, hello. Welcome. Robot Wizard, welcome back. Ice cold. Okay, good.
Hello there.
Robles. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Old. Yeah, the thick plates. Building assembly square. Nice. Continuing with that. Good. I have to say, police station was easier to build. Yeah, assembly square is a demonstration of technique. So it was intended to be an anniversary celebration of the past, what is it, 10 or 15 years of no. Was it 10 or was it 15? Some fairly large number of years of the modular building line. So they tried to put as much into it, pack as much into it as they could. A lot of references in the building techniques to almost all of the previous builds. King Cloud, hello
That's
and
a lot
welcome.
of farts.
It was 10, okay. And did I get Organized Oblivion? All right. Welcome. So this is a Launch and Load Seaport. It was a Patreon requested set. I believe it was a pay it forward sort of thing where one person got the right to make one of these requests, and then they passed it on to somebody else. So it was actually Cranky Bricks' choice, but I believe it was Unavailable Spaceship, if I'm not remembering that incorrectly, who earned the right to choose and then was kind enough to pass that out. I said it before, I say it again. Love the old set reviews. Right on. Thank you. Got a ton of them out there, including of this one. Physical Taco, welcome back. Been very happy lately. Recently gotten the newest Mega Construct sets. Right on. The Falcon. Oh, excellent. And Arbiter's Quest comes with a new Banshee from Halo 2. Arbiter Heretic. Elite. And Sessa Rafumi. Excellent. Congrats. All good ones. At least they look like it. And great selection of minifigures. All right, well, I don't know exactly where I'm going to start with this, but the process is going to involve extracting printed and stickered pieces, keeping those separate,
Use your hand.
including some stickers over multiple parts, which I need to be very careful with, not to do further damage to those. And minifigs will be kept by themselves, and then everything will just be taken apart, and then I will load up the list of parts, the official inventory of parts from Bricklink, and make sure that every single piece is here. Velocity had much better days, but will be chilling in stream building your first Gundam kit. Excellent. Well, good. I hope that helps to bring you good vibes. Helps you to feel better. UFO Insectoids, basically all of later Classic Space, your favorites? Nice. Loving the nostalgia hits. Alright. I don't know exactly how I'm going to organize this, but kind of feels appropriate to with minifigs and printed stuff out over there for now. I don't know what all this stuff here is. Where are there all these extra pieces? I'll be finding out once I inventory it. It's been so long since I built this that I don't remember where I was at with it or what happened. Why? I don't remember why. So many things. Anxiously waiting delivery of Groot and Galaxy Explorer and a few others. First Gundam, yes, but you built the shiny Mandalorian. Oh, okay, so you got this. You got this. No worries whatsoever. I think that the Gundam's going to be much easier. Someone's doing a Bionicle doc on YouTube. There are quite many of those. Let's see. This doesn't need to be here. And let me pick one of these things. That'll be okay. Showed this on one of my YouTube live streams. I don't remember. I don't remember if I did this live, but I definitely did a full review of the set, which is of course on YouTube. I don't remember if this was a public build or a Patreon build. You know, if it was shown in a Patreon stream session. I'll take on these little guys off to the side first. Yeah. I don't. Let's see. Maybe I'll do this first. Give myself the room to zoom in a little bit. See the one that aired as the final episode of Lego Rewind's original run? Yeah, Nick is one of us. Nick does incredible work. Highly recommend. Nick on Planet Ripple. He is a writer and artist. Has written many books, completely original, self-published fiction. Huge Bionicle fan, classic Lego set fan, wealth of knowledge. Wow, the clutch power between these parts is immense. Hey, Darth Tower, how's it going? Thank you for joining. New type has Charzaku 2, MG Gramps V2 in stock. Appreciate the PSA.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No, try not.
Du hast mich. Du hast mich, Star Tower. Do it. Thank you, Darth Tower, for the big cheer. Appreciate your support. How's it going? Yes, du hast. Once I get this platform partly disassembled, I'll be able to zoom in a little bit more and try to get, I don't know, 2 or 3 big sets taken down, which gives me a bunch of room, a bunch of sorely needed room on shelves and such. Good. You love what you just witnessed? Thank you. I put a lot of love into it. One of these days I will find the time to do a write-up to explain what all happens. German teacher played that for you when you were in high school? Right on. Aaron, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Just the backlog is immense. I'm just always seeking ways to dig myself out further, faster. Oculus goes up $100 in price on Monday. Dang. Yeah, and ouch. Ouch. Definitely. Almost there. Almost ready to start separating some of these big old chunks. Something I've... Oh, wow, I didn't realize I had those in 91. One thing that I've realized recently is I often find myself wishing I was doing Gunpla. And I've had to confirm with myself why that is, because it could potentially be a disturbing trend, right? If I were on a path to move away from Lego, that would not be healthy. Because I really like the Lego City. I really like that custom stuff. I like Lego in general, but getting to the bottom of why I felt like that is important. And ultimately, what it comes down to is just when I work on Gundam stuff, I just sit down and I just do it. And after a little while, it's done. And then I have something done. I have, completed progress on a thing.
Do it.
And that feels good. But with the Lego stuff, there's so much legacy, and there's so much behind the scenes. There's all this stuff that needs to be done that y'all never see, and there's the history of the YouTube channels and stressing over them and all that kind of stuff that comes with it. But Gundam is just so fresh and so clean to me. It just doesn't have any of that baggage attached to it, and I think I'm being a little bit more careful to make sure it doesn't pick up any of that baggage. I definitely want to get back to the point where I have that same feeling about Lego, and especially about the custom building stuff. Andrew, Mr. Wombat, thank you so much for the resub with exclamation prime. Appreciate you always being a big support over here. Not just with that, but psychological support. Appreciate your kind words. Appreciate your contributions in chat. Never forget, the trains will always be a happy place. See, Aaron? Sometimes
Yes!
trains should always be a happy place. But sometimes I'm not able to access that happy place, like right now, because I'm not able to run trains happily around my layout because the layout is such a mess. Kluker, welcome back. In a minute, summer fun has been to... Hey, that is good. I'm glad. Exclamation prime, you say? PBJ, hello. Squiggle Mouse, hello. Gundam is still a hobby and fun. 100%. 100%. Hope Lego will make more specialized road plates in the future. Work is always piling up, never ending. Good and sometimes overwhelming, yeah. Can't wait to see how the metaverse goes before you take the plunge, yeah. Gotta play PlayStation VR, right on, nice. Just getting caught up real quick. Lego's the firstborn, so you went through stuff. Yeah, Gundam was the second child, so you're trying to avoid any mistakes made with the first kid. Well, I wish that were the case. Lego is actually my second. But I guess with the first was RC Cars, but there was a nasty divorce, and she got that kid, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. So I wasn't able to fully raise that one. Spent quite a lot of time with it, but wasn't able to get the full progress towards experienced parenthood with that one. Do I ever buy more than one of a set, perhaps to keep an unopened one as part of a collection? I'm mostly one and done. Occasionally I'll do two of something that I really want two of, such as the passenger train that just came out in June, or on June 1. That didn't ship out until July. And Optimus Prime. So I have two of each of those. Optimus Prime was doubled up so that I can have both versions on display. The bot form and the truck form. And then the passenger train just needed a pair because that's how it's intended to be. Needs to be complete. Advalfi, hello. On bag 11 of the Loop Coaster, very nice. I think you're gonna love the first time that you run that. As long as it's on a flat surface, I think you're gonna love the first time that you run it and see that it just works perfectly. Why is the brick bank more expensive on the aftermarket than the most recent ones? There must be more demand for it. I know that right when the brick bank retired, a lot of people came out of the woodwork saying, oh, "It's gone! Oh, I should have gotten it! There was so much regret expressed publicly when that one went away. I didn't understand. I'm like, it's been there. If you wanted it, why didn't you get it? I thought it was going to be around longer. Well, dang it." On a scale of messes, from a bit of clutter to Ferrari F1 race strategy, how bad is it? It's Haas. It's Haas level. So strokes of brilliance against the odds every once in a while, but also a lot of terrible disappointment and forgettableness. Underside of these remind you of burps. Yeah, I can feel that a little bit. Primus, hello, welcome back. What did Andrew do? This time. Oh, that. Haha. That's what he bought. Assembly Square been out since 2017. It's crazy, just like the Milfalk. It's definitely a good decision. All right, this is the last one, and then individual actual assemblies. This right here, what I'm doing right now, is really, really important. It's so valuable. This set, I don't remember when it was that I reviewed it, but it was years ago. And it's been taking up an entire shelf. An entire
So
shelf
what you're saying is everything
by
is
itself.
going as planned.
A full Billy bookcase shelf. That's too much. This was still during the 4-stud wide era, but it was starting to creep out just a little bit. Still using these same exact wheels today, all these years later. With the shirt, oh thank you. I will say the parts in this set are in really, really good shape. Not a whole lot of playware with it. Earlier today, I was in what is presently still room 117, shaking paints. Getting myself a little bit closer to the point of being ready to set up my painting station. What modular building would be worth buying due to detailing, playability, and look? I mean, in my opinion, not many of the modular buildings are that playable. Just my opinion. Brickbank has its little story. Detective's Office is the one that comes to mind the most. Has a good look, and it has a little play story that goes with it. You already have the police station. That one isn't as hot on playability to me because it's a little bit cramped. It's quite a bit cramped, in fact, inside. With modular buildings, I personally recommend buying what you like the look of from the outside, because that's what you're going to be experiencing the most. As you collect more things, you're going to be spending time building other stuff. And the things that you've already built are just going to stay there. They're not going to be interacted with as much as the newer stuff. So focus on making that experience, the experience of having it, as good as possible. The experience of looking at it. Detective's Office was the one you wanted, ended up parting out last year. Good experience. I'm glad you have it. Yeah. more of these. I think so. I'm surprised these tires are clean. Oftentimes these older rubber pieces will feel, is this? Nope. There we go. Oftentimes they go through a decomposition process a little bit and become very oily and sticky. I'm sure that I washed these when I first got the set, but they have not done any more of that transformation. Still nice and clean. At police station, okay, good. Assembly Square, bookshop, good. And just bought the boutique hotel. Boutique hotel is very unique. It's a good building experience in my opinion. And it looks like nothing else.
This is very aesthetic.
Tires don't dry rot. Sounds like they do the opposite. Yeah. I think I can't think of rubber from Lego that dry rots is limited to the rubber, some of the rubber bands, not the new style, but the older style, like the black ones. The old 4.5 volt era train tires, they had friction rings on their wheels. Those are dry rot. Can't think of anything else off. I can't think of any tires from Lego that have ever dry rotted. For like car tires. Disassemble all the way to separating tires and hubs? Not usually. I don't feel the need to do that. Waiting for Sanctorum, Daily Bugle. Don't know which one to get. They're both pretty pricey. They are. Daily Bugle has a ton of tires. Got tires on the brain. Got a ton of Sanctorum has a ton of details. A ton of details. But its overall size for its price is not significant. I think Daily Bugle gives you more stuff to look at long term. And is also rather one of a kind as Lego things go. They've made a Sanctorum before. They've never made an actually tall office building before. How's it going, bad it is? Exclamation charger. Thank you, Brooks Brooks, for that. And we're just going to allow 410. Don't know how Playmobil sometimes gets thrown in as Lego despite not being construction. Plastic brick toy, they both have stylized, customizable figures. Yeah, they're also direct competitors to one another. I think it's the figures the most that gets the uninformed confused. Because like you look at Playmobil compared to family or homemaker sets from Lego, homemaker figures, then it starts to really look like they were part of the same family. pretty quickly. Do it. The Homemaker kitchen set was kind of fun. Yeah. First one with a minifig. It's supposed to represent a baby. Was it truly the first set with a minifig? Because they released a bunch of sets in the same year with minifigs. With modern style minifigs. 1978, there was just a flood. For 2 years before that, they had the first generation figures with no faces, no arms. Cargo represented by stacks. And we had at least one of the Homemaker sets because you have the Nightmare figure parts still. No idea which one. I still have fond thoughts for Homemaker. Belleville Nightmare, yes. But Homemaker, I think is good. No purchases yet. Boo. Find yourself looking at Gun Plus stuff at Target. No purchases. Boo. Speed Champion should have been 2 stud wide, like the original. The original cars from the minifig era. 2 studs wide, 4 at the wheels with the wide fenders. Unassembled. Final assembly required. I think this was not too many years ago. This was the size of an ISO container. Four by 8 by 4. And now it's like a small one is 3 times this volume. Galador, yeah. I mean, they keep teasing it. They tease Galador almost as much as they do Bionicle. You never know. What's bionicle? You. How's it going, Amy? Welcome. MG, welcome back. Hero Factory spin-off. Ouch. This just gets worse and worse. The cuts are too dang deep. I'm confident that if enough content creators got together and enough viewers got on board, a campaign could be successful to bring back Galador. At least in some form, at least as a, you know, an anniversary single set or something, some full official reference to it beyond just a sticker. Because there are Galador fans still at LEGO. They gave us the UCS Landspeeder. They can give us Galador. That was clipped. Bring back Bionicle when they bring back elves. I hope not, because I hope that they do bring back elves. Elven Bionicle. Leave the Galador Nightmare dead and buried. There were things in Galador. There were portals that, I don't know, could function as reactor shafts, potentially. Reboot time cruisers as a trip through forgotten LEGO themes. That's actually not a bad idea. Guessing this is from my city? No. No. This was a set that was reviewed. It's just been sitting. It's been sitting, taking up space, giving me stress in the background.
It's
Quite some time now.
It's been. It's been.
Never really saw many elves. Elves was pretty strong. They made quite a bit of elves. Right on, MG. Contemplating putting your stuff on mills. Would I ever do mills? I would hope that I would never do mills. Personally, it's a tremendous expense. Nice for club displays. set up and tear down at public displays is worth it. I see. Is there anything below this? I don't remember if they put any detail inside of there, like a suggestion of an engine. Gotta find a charger right on. Chap, welcome back. How goes? Chargers for all. Guess what you still haven't done? Bought PG Unicorn Perfectibility? Because you haven't found one yet? Because I know you haven't built any Gunpla. That's just kind of unsporting to reference that. Let's focus on the more important stuff. Buying. Unsporting it is. In danger of losing a sticker? Yep. Several of these stickers are sus. It's the exact same on this side. CM Foresight, hello. I remember not enjoying building these little things. I don't remember what the deal was. Did I have trouble finding the parts or something? I don't remember. Very dusty from being on a shelf. I don't have terribly dusty spaces. It wasn't that bad. My Playmobil stuff is very dusty, extremely dusty, but the Lego stuff typically doesn't take a lot to clean up. This is from 1991. Gonna do desk chair, too tall and a little uncomfortable. Wonder if you can return it. Ah. Yeah, if it's not working for you, chair is really important. You know, ergonomics are very, very important. Definitely don't try to rough it when it comes to ergonomics for your main workspace. That can cause all kinds of issues. Shoulder, wrist, elbow, neck. You don't want any of that. Sometimes with chairs that are too tall, you can compensate with a footrest. That can help. It depends on your desk height as well. Leave that there. Try to be just consistent with it. Office chair for your Lego room today too. 25-year-old one literally fell apart. El Quigo, hello. Positive pressure class class 10,000 clean room setup is working. Yes. Everything is going as planned. Chairs are super expensive. They are. They always have been. I'm going to start the HG Strike Freedom tonight. Hey, right on. After the kid goes to bed, waiting for your flush cutters to come in. Gotcha. Small wire cutters weren't going to cut it. Yep. Good. Glad you got the tool you need. That's going to go a long way. And I hope you enjoy your build. A lot. Again, I wish I was doing. I wish I was doing Gunpla as well. Yes. There we go. Wondering if it's returnable? Why don't you look it up? Base wire cutters tend to smash the plastic more than cut. So MG Strike Freedom and RG Freedom 2.0. Perfect. So you'll be able to really experience the range. HG to start out with. Wet your whistle. RG, see if you like that increased complexity at the same size. MG, see if you prefer the bigger size. I think that's a really good starting setup for your situation. Just purchased the cargo train from StockX. First time with StockX. I have not tried StockX myself.